Welcome to Qutub Minar, the tallest brick minaret in the world and one of the most iconic landmarks of India. It's not just a tower of bricks and stone, but it's a whole story of ambition, conquest, and architectural brilliance. Join me on a journey back in time to uncover the mysteries, legends, and hidden tales of the magnificent Qutub Minar. Our story begins in the year 1192, a great time of upheaval in India. The powerful Rajput king Prithviraj Chauhan had just fallen to the invading Turkish general Muhammad Ghori. With this victory, the Delhi Sultanate was established, marking the beginning of Islamic rule in northern India. One man was tasked with shaping this new empire, Qutbuddin Aibak. As the first ruler of the Mamluk dynasty, he sought to leave a mark that would remind everyone of his power. And so, he laid the foundation of Qutub Minar, the victory tower, to symbolize the dominance of Islam in India. But Aibak's rule was short-lived. He died before completing the tower, leaving his vision unfinished. It was his successor, Sultan Iltutmish, who took up the task and added 3 more stories, transforming it into the grand structure that we see today. Qutub Minar is a masterpiece of Indo-Islamic architecture. Standing at 72.5 meters, it remains the tallest brick minaret in the world. What makes Qutub Minar unique is its tapering design, broad at the base and narrowing as it rises. The entire tower is adorned with intricate floral patterns, geometric designs, and Arabic calligraphy, featuring verses from Quran. It's a perfect blend of Afghan, Persian, and Indian influence. Before Qutub Minar became a symbol of Delhi's medieval history, and before Delhi Sultanate left its mark on this land, there existed an era, a civilization, and a forgotten legacy beneath these very stones. What was this land before the rise of Sultanate? Who lived here? And what secrets does it hold? First, let's have a look at the forgotten past of the land where Qutub Minar stands today. Long before the first stone of Qutub Minar was laid, this land was home to an ancient city, the powerful Lal Kot. Lal Kot means Red Fort and was built around 8th century by Tomar Rajputs, a powerful dynasty that ruled the region. Its founder Anangapal Tomar first established Delhi's first known city, turning it into a thriving center of trade, culture, and defense. The fort was built with massive stone walls protecting the kingdom from invaders. In 1192 century, Prithviraj Chauhan, the last great Rajput ruler of Delhi, fought bravely against Ghori's forces in the Battle of Tarain, but despite their courage, the Rajputs lost and the city fell to the Ghurid. With this conquest, the era of Rajput rule ended and the Delhi Sultanate was born. The city of Lal Kot would now be transformed into something new, something that would symbolize the power of Islam in India. After their victory, the Ghurid generals established a new rule over Delhi. One of them was Qutbuddin Aibak, who would later become the first Sultan of Delhi. Under his command, Lal Kot was expanded and renamed as Qila Rai Pithora, absorbing the old Rajput city into new Islamic domain. The Ghurid and later Delhi sultans built new mosques, palaces, and administrative buildings, marking the beginning of this new era. Today, most people visit Qutub Minar without realizing that beneath its foundation lies the ruins of much older civilization. The remnant of Lal Kot or Qila Rai Pithora still exist, hidden in plain sight. Scattered around Mehrauli, you can find the stone walls of Lal Kot, the foundation of Rajput era building and the lost glory of Delhi's earliest ruler. The most famous ruler of Lal Kot was Anangapal Tomar II, a visionary king who expanded and fortified the Lal Kot. He was only responsible for bringing the Iron Pillar, an ancient engineering marvel, from Udaygiri to Delhi. This pillar, which now stands within the Qutub complex, is known for its mysterious rust-resistant properties. Inscription is written in the eastern variety of Gupta script, and it tells a name of King Chandra, who is generally identified as Gupta Emperor Chandragupta II. Let us look at the history of temples in the Qutub complex. It is believed that around 10th century, a grand complex of Hindu and Jain temple was built here, dedicated to various deities including Vishnu, Shiva and Parasvanatha, a revered Jain Tirthankar. These temples were adorned with intricate stone carvings, elaborate pillars and towering spires reflecting the architectural brilliance of early medieval India. But their fate would change, however, in the late 12th century. Rather than completely destroying the temples, the new ruler dismantled them and reused their materials to construct a grand mosque, Quwwatul Islam, the might of Islam. It is said that 27 temples were taken apart and their beautifully carved pillar, domes and walls were reassembled into the mosque. Many of these pillars still bear the Hindu and Jain carving, showing gods and celestial dancers and mythological creatures, silent reminder of the site's original heritage. In the heart of Qutub Minar complex, surrounded by the echoes of Delhi's medieval past, stands a tomb, silent yet powerful, forgotten yet significant. It is the resting place of a ruler who cemented the Delhi Sultanate's foundation, a man who rose from slavery to the throne, Sultan Shamsuddin Iltutmish. Born in the modern-day Uzbekistan, he was captured as a child and sold as a Turkic slave in Bukhara. His intelligence and skill soon caught the attention of Qutbuddin Aibak, and he eventually became Aibak's trusted general and later his son-in-law. But his true test came after Aibak's death in 1210th century. Like the plain exterior, the interior is richly decorated with calligraphy, geometric designs and floral patterns, an artistic fusion of Persian, Arabic and Indian influence. One of the most striking features of the tomb is the mihrab, which is decorated with intricate floral and arabesque pattern, showcasing a blend of Persian artistry with local Indian craftsmen. While Qutub Minar complex is famous for its towering minaret and ancient mosque, few people know that it housed a madrasa, a Islamic school, one of Delhi's earliest center of Islamic education. During the early Delhi Sultanate period, rulers and scholars emphasized the spread of knowledge and madrasas were established as institutions of learning. The madrasa in the Qutub Minar complex was likely attached to the Quwwatul Islam mosque, serving as a place for religious and academic studies. Exact location of the madrasa within the Qutub Minar complex is not clearly marked today, but historical accounts suggest that it was built alongside the Quwwatul Islam mosque, which was constructed by Qutbuddin Aibak in 1192 CE. The madrasa would have been a courtyard-based structure with classrooms, open verandas and a central prayer hall. It was likely funded by early sultans as a part of their efforts to establish Islamic governance and scholarship in India. It was one of the earliest Islamic educational institutions in India, influencing later madrasas built during the Khilji, Tughlaq and Mughal dynasties. These madrasas likely suffered damage during the subsequent invasion and political upheavals, including the Mongol invasion and later Mughal rules. This is Alai Darwaza, the first true example of Indo-Islamic architecture in India. The story of Alai Darwaza begins with one of the most ambitious rulers of Delhi Sultanate, Alauddin Khilji. After seizing the throne in 1296th century, Khilji embarked on a massive expansion of his empire stretching from Delhi to Deccan. Around 1300 CE, Alauddin Khilji decided to expand the Quwwatul Islam mosque, which had been built by Qutbuddin Aibak, and as a part of this grand expansion, he envisioned 4 monumental gateways, but only one was completed, that is the Alai Darwaza. The dome of Alai Darwaza has the most striking features. which is built using the true keystone technique rather than the corbel dome of early Sultanate structure. And it only sets the stage for later Mughal masterpieces like Taj Mahal. While the Qutub Minar complex is renowned for its towering minaret, grand mosques and royal tomb, hidden within its ancient wall lies a lesser known structure, the Imam's tomb. Though not as famous as the tomb of Iltutmish or the Alai Darwaza, this small yet significant tomb reflects the spiritual and religious history of the early Delhi Sultanate. An Imam is a religious leader in Islam, often serving as the head of a mosque and leading prayers. The Qutub Minar complex was a major Islamic religious center, home to Quwwatul Islam Mosque, and the Imam's tomb likely belonged to a respected religious scholar or preacher who served at this mosque during the Delhi Sultanate era. Rising 73 meters into the sky, standing for over 800 years, the Qutub Minar is not just a monument, it's a symbol of power, victory, and the rise of Delhi Sultanate. Broad at the base and narrowing as it rises, the entire tower is adorned with intricate floral patterns, geometric designs, and Arabic calligraphy featuring verses from Quran. It's a perfect blend of Afghan, Persian, and Indian influences. But the minar is not uniform in design. If you look closely, you will notice the differences in materials and style between the first 3 stories built by Iltutmish and upper 2 stories added later by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Among the towering Qutub Minar and the grand ruins of Delhi Sultanate lies a lesser known but fascinating structure, the sun clock or sundial. For centuries, this ancient device helped scholars and astronomers measure time with the movement of sun. Now comes the Alai Minar, the unfinished dream of Alauddin Khilji. The unfinished monument was a part of Sultan Alauddin Khilji's ambition plan to surpass the Qutub Minar and create the tallest minaret in the world. He planned to build a minaret twice the height of Qutub Minar to showcase his power, faith, and architectural dominance. After his death, his successor lacked the resource and interest to continue the project, and also there was a political instability in the Delhi Sultanate. As a result, Alai Minar was abandoned, leaving only behind its massive first story, a ruined monument to an unfulfilled dream. As the sun sets over Delhi, the Qutub Minar stands tall, a silent storyteller of dynasties, ambitions, and architectural brilliance, from the vision of Qutbuddin Aibak to the dreams of Alauddin Khilji.